What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Let's talk about lifting belts. Do they help or not? Are they just a crutch? Is it all placebo? Is it all mental? So I will say that a lot of people don't know how to use lifting belts, and I'm going to explain that to you, and hopefully this can help you along the way. See the bodybuilder lifting belts? I love them. I think they look cool. They add a little bit of support. Cardillo makes a phenomenal one. They gifted me one with Outright on it, with my kids' names on it. Love them to death. Now, I like wearing that once in a while just to give me some cognizance, some mental awareness of where to push my stomach out on lifts. But generally speaking, those lifts are smaller in the front and thicker in the back. So the width goes from this to this, from front to back. And that can work, but it's not the best if you're lifting maximal lifts. So if you just want to have something to cue your stomach to push out against, then yeah, that's fine. But here's my thing with belts. So a lot of people look at belts like it goes skinny in the front and big in the back, but belts aren't preventing you from going back like this. How often when you lift, you overextend? If you're overextending, you're doing a lot wrong, and belt's not going to help you. What a belt does, it helps you to give you something to cue against to increase intra-abdominal pressure, which thereby helps your body stabilize, brace, and handle the weight. So when I'm doing a squat, I come here, I breathe in as hard as I can. I'm pushing my stomach out against the belt. And that is providing my body with almost an internal belt. So a belt is simply something for your stomach to push out against. Whereas if I don't have a belt, I'm doing this, but there's nothing to provide resistance. But if I have a tight belt and I'm pushing out, there's a real tight brace on your core, which can prevent lower back strain and injury. I'm a huge fan of belts when used correctly. I personally use belts on a lot of lifts, even hack squats and pendulum, just because of all the pressure they put on my back. And it helps me to breathe out, push against it. And that way I'm not getting lazy with my bracing, and I'm not going to damage my lower back. And I do happen to have, I'm a little bit older, I'm 44. I do happen to have some lower back ouchies here and there. Let's talk about pre-workouts. See, a lot of them just get you spiked and then you crash. The crash is crazy. When I take a pre-workout, I don't want my heart beating out of my chest. I can't do a set to failure with that. No, I want something that gets me focused. I want my mind to just go, I'm gonna get all the weight. I want my body to feel like I can go crush it, make the gains of my life. That's why the pre-workout I use is Ambrosia Kinetic. Ambrosia Kinetic is the greatest mushroom-enhanced mind and body performance booster pre-workout ever created. Go to TigerFitness.com now. That's TigerFitness.com. Coupon code MAHA, M-A-H-A, MAHA. MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. And you get 10% off, not just Kinetic, but the entire site. Go to TigerFitness.com now, save and make the gains you've been wanting. So with that, I'm able to push out against it. So belts do absolutely work, but you don't have to wear them. I see people wearing them while doing cardio. I see people wearing them while doing fucking seated preacher curls. That's kind of dumb. Right? But on bench press, Marc Bell, when I went to train with Marc Bell, he had me put a belt on, just to be able to squeeze against to keep my body tight, cue the abs being tight, cue the quads being flexed, and really, zone in on my form. So I was a huge fan of wearing belts during things like bench press, squat, deadlift, anytime you really need to stabilize yourself, to brace yourself, overhead press, because you tend to get lazy, but that helps you. If I'm flexed here, I can't move, but if I'm loose here, I can move. Now, I should be able to do that when I don't have weight on my back, but if I have 500 pounds on my back, technically doing this, not a good thing. Now, a belt isn't gonna prevent you from doing this, but you pushing out on that belt will prevent you from doing all that movement, which can prevent some strains and injuries. I'm a huge fan of belts. That's how you wear them. So you wanna get a thick belt. I wish I had one in here. I don't right now. You want to get a belt like a powerlifting belt, right? Think Inzer, think a brand like that, where it's really thick. Who is the guys who do the custom belts? If you guys know, comment down below. Oh man, why am I blanking? I've had a few belts I've paid them to make for me. Made one for my daughter. They're fantastic people. Oh man, I'm gonna look it up right now. You guys just talk amongst yourselves. You guys just talk amongst yourselves here. let me see if it's belt. See if it comes up with belt. Pioneer Fit. So guys, Pioneer Fit at Pioneer_Fit on the gram. Here they are. They make amazing belts. I highly suggest getting their belts. Great guys, American company, phenomenal people, right? Go to Pioneer Fit, get their belts. They make phenomenal belts. Phenomenal belts. You can either get the one where it has the hand, you get the strap, or you can get the little nods, whatever you call them, clasp. I personally like the one where you pull it and you put the things in the holes, then you go. My son likes the one where you have the clamp where you pull it over. It makes it even tighter. That's a preference thing. Either one. I like taking it and just yanking it forward and putting it, but I'm not lifting as heavy as my kids. Like, they're still trying to become something special in sports. I'm just a washed up old man. So my son's going to push himself harder than I am on squats and deadlifts, going above his, 3 RMs, going above that capacity. But me, I'm all about just, okay, I just want something to push out against. I'm not going crazy heavy anymore. I'm going heavy. You guys see me lift, but it's not fucking crazy for what my strength is. So whichever one you want, but make sure you get a powerlifting belt that has an equal size to the front and the back, so you can have a way to push out. However, there's nothing wrong with the Cardillos. By the way, love the Cardillos, huge fan. But it depends on how heavy you're going to lift and what kind of lifts you're going to do. If you're like me and you're just doing little hack squats and pendulum squats and you're going about 90% to your 1 RM at most, you get away with that. It's still providing some feedback for you to push against. But if you really want to fucking go in and train fucking hard and push, I would highly recommend the Pioneer Fit type powerlifting belts. Anyway, guys, hopefully that helped you out. Go to tigerfitness.com. That's tigerfitness.com. Our new Maha hats will be in shortly. Coupon code is MAHA, M-A-H-A, Make America Healthy Again. M-A-H-A is the coupon code. 10% off the entire site. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, and of course, remember, that's not a game.